Hello and welcome. I've been talking to a few people lately, and I hear a lot of complaints that they can't get batteries for their older radios, or they're so bloody expensive that it's forcing them to buy these cheap Chinese handhelds. And to that I say nonsense, at least for those of us in the US. I've got a couple of examples here. Here's an old AIDA AT600. Now I've had this radio, it's got to be 25 years. And the batteries, the original batteries, have long since died. This is the battery pack. This is the 12 volt NiCad pack. What's on there is a AA pack. That's only 9 volts. To get the full output at 12 volts, you need this big pack. Now these are online. These are listed on the internet. You can find them. They list for $69, almost 70 bucks. However, if you sniff around, you can find them for $45. There's a bunch of places discount them. However, I've rebuilt these now. This one's probably, well, it's going on its either third or fourth rebuild. I can't remember. You put them in a vise initially, and you squeeze along this line where it's welded. And you may crack the case, but eventually that weld is going to give up and you pop the thing open. And there's a bunch of cells inside. Not a big deal. These have a size right on them. They say 2/3A. You go online. I found a complete set of cells with the solder tabs. 20 bucks for the set. It's going to take me half an hour, 45 minutes to solder those together. Glue the case back together, and this will be fine for another handful of years, probably 6-7 years anyway. I've got an OLINCO DjX10, one of those wideband receivers. It covers DC to daylight. Actually, I think it's covers up to about 2 gigahertz. And if I remember right, I'm just going by memory, I think it's up to 2 gig. These battery packs list for 50. You can find them for 40. Yeah, you squeeze it and break it open. There's 4 NiCad cells on the inside, and they got a part number written right on them, KR1100. I just ordered a bunch of these. They're $3 a piece. That's $12 to rebuild this, and I'll, half an hour's work, I'll have a brand new battery pack for 12 bucks. Instead of the list price of 40 to 50 bucks. There's just no reason you can't do this. It's not rocket science. And what if they don't have a number on them? Well, most of these batteries, like here's an 18650 cell. All that means is it's 18 millimeters by 65 millimeters. Now what I'm doing here is kind of dangerous because this is a fully charged lithium ion, so I got to be careful not to short it. But there you are, 65 millimeters one way, 18 millimeters the other way. That's an 18. And I can hear the trolls out there warming up their keyboards right now going, I don't have any calipers. Well, here's a solution. These are plastic. They won't short out the battery. I think I paid $6 for these at the discount tool store. I walked in and said, for $6, that's perfect. I can throw them under the car. I can do anything I want with them and not worry about damaging my expensive precision calipers. And these are close enough. If I zero this thing out, okay, and check it here. Whoops, that's on inches. We want it on millimeters. There we go. 18 millimeters, 65 millimeters. Close enough. It only goes out to 1 decimal place. You don't need anything better than that. You can also use these to check bolt sizes. If you're not sure what size a bolt is, that's 9.8 millimeters. That's close enough for checking thread sizes. Throw these in the toolbox. I mean, you can literally throw them in the toolbox and not worry about it. They're $6. So there you go. You just go online and search for that pair of numbers. You'll come up with a battery replacement. And you can rebuild your own battery packs. Well, in this case, that's less than a third of the price of what they're asking at the discount houses for one of these batteries. And you'll have a brand new battery pack for your set. So, if your batteries are dead and you think that it's too expensive to buy a battery that's probably half the price of what the radio cost you when you bought it new a few years ago, crack one open, find out what it's got in there for cells, and then shop around on eBay or Amazon. In fact, I used to go to a place called Batteries Plus, and if you cracked it open yourself, desolder the wires and bring them this pack, they will build you a brand new one right there in the store in about 15 minutes. And you can walk out the door. Now it's going to be a little bit pricier than you can do it on your own, but you'll have the nice spot welded connections. I don't have a spot welder, so I have to take and buy these types of cells, slip them together, and then I solder the solder tabs together. You just got to be careful not to short circuit stuff because these carry a lot of energy in them. But if you don't want to go to the trouble of soldering them yourselves, take the inside pack to Batteries Plus, and most of the stores will build you a pack in about 15 minutes right out of cells they have in the store. That's it. Short and sweet. Hope I've saved somebody some grief or saved you a little bit of money. See you on the next one.